Hey, today. Surprisingly rich. Okay. Here we are, folks. Sorry about that. Woke up late, had to get the beast down, but yeah, we're good now. I have made it my mission to learn how to play a bard. Before we do that, let's see what's for sale, shall we? Got a few hundred plat in my bag. Wouldn't mind shedding the weight. Missed Kyra. Sorry, Kyra, if you're still there. I don't have 11k, so that's irrelevant. Really do have to get some panther skin for my monk. What to do, what to do. Alright, enough of this shopping. Nobody want to see me do no shopping. Just trying to grind out the rest of this level. What's going on, Van? Duffy! I'm running way behind today. No, surprisingly that one did not, but 5 of the last 7 did. What was it, yesterday's noon stream, was it? I think it was flagged before I even ended the stream. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore. Not like I'm making any money off the ads on YouTube anyhow. It'd be different if I was, but channel as small as mine, you're not going to make advertising revenue. So I don't know. I was allowing myself to get upset about it simply because it has that ugly yellow circle there. But really, it means nothing. Not for me. Not for me. Now for some a bigger channel, you know, somebody with like 5,000-10,000 subscribers or more, yeah, it would hurt them pretty bad. But it doesn't hurt me at all. They're still searchable, they're still viewable, and that's the big thing. No, no, it's not anything really. It's just the way their algorithms are set up. They look for keywords, key phrases, whatnot. Voice recognition kind of thing, and it's flawed, to say the least. It's a work in progress for them. They have a goal. They have a, I don't want to say agenda because that sounds, you know, agenda, you know, but they have a plan for their product, and they're going to go in that direction. And you know, more power to them. I will continue to use their platform for the foreseeable future. They got, I don't know if you heard about the ad apocalypse, but they got hit hard with the ad revenue thing. YouTube was running, what was it, last year, $2 billion in the red last year, and they got hit really hard because of, you know, various things that occurred on their platform. And Hold on, hold on. So they had to react accordingly. I'm not going to blame them for that. They have to protect their product. Because the big advertisers were jumping ship left and right. Do I like it? No. Can I see why they would do it? Absolutely. I mean, they have to stay in business. And with their record losses last year, they have to be really careful. Google can't afford to support a product that's not making money. The easy thing to do is to scream censorship. But honestly, anybody else in a similar situation would probably do a similar thing. They're going for safer content. They're going for more family friendly. There may be some. All right, kid. There may be some other factors in play that I'm not aware of. But yeah, whatever. Enough of that. There are other options. I've been using VidMe to upload edited videos. They don't support live streaming yet. So for all my edited videos, they're all going up onto VidMe. I still post them on YouTube also. You know, diversity, eggs in one basket kind of thing. Look at the line of snakes. You can't see it because he's off screen, but there's a bear chasing me. You can see his health bar up above my head. I'm playing my direct damage song, and when you strafe and run in Everquest, you run just a little bit faster, and it puts your hitbox, the side of your hitbox, to the bad guy instead of the front of your hitbox, or the back of your hitbox. I was researching. Yeah, apparently I do that now. The hard part is keeping him close enough that your song will hit him, but far enough away that he can't hit you. Then you burn him down a little bit. No, he doesn't want to be friends with me. He wants to eat my face. Just practicing. I'm trying to figure out how bards work. I've had one forever, but I never play them properly. On live, there's options. Okay, I'm just gonna melee him down now. Where you don't have to manually twist your songs. You can just hit one key and it plays 4 songs in sequence. but there are drawbacks to that method. When you do it manually, you have much more control over what's being played, when it's being played, that kind of thing. Oh, come on. There we go. If done properly with an AoE song, you can hurt up entire crowds of bad guys. I don't know how to do it properly yet, so I'm using the single target songs. It's the same range, basically. Just to get my spacing right. It's a process. 25. What's that mean? You have access to all of the. Right now, there's a. You can't see it because of the bar here, but I got a stringed instrument, percussion instrument, brass instrument, and wind instrument. Those are the 4 that you use. Different songs require different instruments. Oh, there's a limit to the number of mobs you can hurt up. Doffy's telling me there's a limit to 25, so you can only do 25. You can only kill 25 bad guys at a time. The direct damage song that I was using is a singing song, so all you need your voice. Celo's Accelerando, your run song, is a percussion song, so you can play it without having the instrument in hand, but if you have the instrument in hand, you get an increased effect. That kind of thing. If I did that right, yes, I did. Also trying to figure out how the different songs work. I just played one song that forces bad guys to basically ignore me. So I had 2 of them ignore me, and then I pulled the 3rd. You will? Okay. I will plan accordingly. Okay, fucking stink. Jesus Christ, get off me. Maybe I should stop playing my bard. Well, that answers the question of what we're doing tonight. At 18 I get the longer range AoE song, so that's why I'm trying to get to 18. But at the same time trying to learn a few things. It's a modified version thereof. When you use the Dux installer, it changes your music around a bit. There you go. Gives you different music to use. She doesn't play. She's Star Wars and DC Universe. He started watching back when I was doing the whole Star Wars thing. Yep, move that in. It's always in the way. So now I go up there and I don't want to pull the guy in purple, so I play my lull song. And after I'm sure that hits, I do that. Pull with my direct damage song. Put the weapon back in my hand. One thing you can't do when playing a bard is answer messages. You need all your fingers to twist with. I'm not gonna like make this my main character or anything like that. I've always wanted to know how to play one properly. And since I broke the camp apart a bit, I will pull the third one. He's a spellcaster, so he's going to start flinging spells at me because he's dead. Progress. Okay, I should be on for a couple hours at least yet. I always do. Ah, shit, I targeted myself. You dumbass. Ah, missing all my songs. Oh, he rooted me. Alright. Shit. Forgot how hard they hit. Ghouls tend to hit kind of hard. Me goofing around. Yeah, I might just have to zone this one. Well, he's wounded. He's down to 14%. Might be encumbered too, I don't know. I got careless. I was goofing around. Trying things. Learning. Not my strongest class, but reading through some things last night, just trying some things out. Is he encumbered? He might be. No, not quite. So we sit and heal. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna go grab a coffee. I'll be right back. How you doing, Nibers, by the way? Still on my first pot of coffee of the day, so I'm not quite with it yet. Scimitar of the Emerald Dawn. I have no intention of making this a main character or anything like that. It's really important to me that I learn how a bard works. It's about as close as I'll ever come to playing a caster, so. Well, I guess technically that's what they are, but whatever. Just always been fascinated by the class. Definitely not a class for me, though. Trying to get them to 18 so I can get that the next AoE song. Going with a slightly longer range. Then the next goal is 20 for the clarity song. Yeah, the Dead Ends Disruptive Discord. Caster classes, or bards. Yeah, I'm a melee player. Always will be. I've never been willing to put that much thought into it. You know what I mean? And caster classes and whatnot require much more thought, much more input. Warrior's easy, you just stand there and beat on things. And while everybody else is medding, I'm looking at stuff and poking around and seeing what there is to see. That's why I always like the Ranger class. Very much an explorer class. I'm learning you have to keep their nose just at the corner of the visible corner of the screen. That's your range. You get too much beyond that, then you start to lose them. And they say don't use your mouse because something happens, but I haven't had an issue yet. Maybe I will at some point. But for me, that ability to fine-tune with the mouse that you don't have with the keys, it's been incredibly valuable. Like if I need to get closer, I'll just do a sharper turn. If I need to broaden it out, I'll just go in a straight line. It gives you a lot more cushion. This is just single target kiting. Not ready to do the AoE thing yet. Might head over to the Karanas after I hit 18, just to practice, you know, not for leveling or anything, just to practice the skills, the technique. Yeah, so you don't miss your song. See, in here I've been stacking. Well, I did the same thing with my first monk. I thought agility. I thought agility was the thing. Turns out, nope, stamina. Everybody's telling me to dump everything into stamina. So the first monk I made was horribly gimped. See, on live that stuff's not as important because you get all your stats are maxed out by the time you're like level 20, 25, 30, somewhere around there. All your stats are maxed out until your next stat cap comes into play. Well, in here it's much more important because you're not very likely to max out your stats anytime soon. And that's how you kill a bear. So, same thing with the yeah. No, same thing here. I'm automatically assuming, you know, Bard's charisma. Of course, makes sense. That's how it is in D&D. But no, it's Dex because you don't want to miss your song. Not the most exciting thing to watch, I have to admit, but it's neat to see how it unfolds. I'm assuming your charisma stat's really only good for the charms and the mezzes and the whatnot. The lulls. The lulls. Just doing it for the lulls. This is the single target song D, Bama. It's a singing song. I don't get that one for another 20% yet. Well, I didn't know the effect that Dex had on a Bard. I figured it just for proc rates, and you know, what does a Bard need for proc rates? You know, the mythical Dex for proc rates thing. Yeah, I'm just using the boastful bellow, not the discord. Single target. Just learning the technique before I start herding up entire zones. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, I heard you guys went off and did something else. I had life to tend to after you guys left Fear. It was still streaming in the background, but yeah, you know, life. That thing that gets in the way of gaming. You sure could, Druid. $50. Yeah, no, it's no problem. Let me kill this bear. Then I'll be right over. Actually, it's kind of fortuitous that you logged on. It's a singing song, D. I'll try it. Try it. D. Ooh, that's weird. Bama. Yeah, no, same amount of damage. Actually, it's doing less now. The Dennis disrupted Discord, absolutely. Yeah, but this one it's a straight up singing song, so it doesn't matter what you have in hand. I am going to start looking for some dex weapons, though. And gear. Okay, he's about dead. Let's just burn him down. Hey, Druid Dog. I can do it. What's going on, Den? Trying to figure it out. Yeah. Last night, what was it, 3 a.m. I thought, I'm going to hop on my bard. And I'm going to figure out how this shit works. So that's where we are. Again, no plans on making it my main. Just, it's really important to me that I know how it works for my own edification. Fun word. I love that word. Edification. It sounds so snooty. Brr, it's freezing in here. Because even though I'm probably not going to play this character all that often, it's going to be the one that I spoil the most, because I always spoil my bards. It's highly cramping on my fingers is what it is. I think I'm overpressing my keys. I'm really primarily looking just the basic mechanics, how it works, how the charm thing works, how the lull thing works, how the mez thing works, how the kiting works, all that. I feel the need to know. I just found some rabbit meat laying on the ground. Let's eat it. That's the thing. That's why people play bards. Don't let them kid you. They talk about kiting up entire zones and whatnot. That has nothing to do with it. People play bards so that they can haul ass across a zone in 2 seconds flat. Period. All that other stuff is just fluff. When you run past a druid, that's what it is. Oh, freezing. I'll be hopping on with Boar tonight. No idea what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. I always cancel all plans when Boar's on, because he doesn't get to get on that often. He plays a lot of other games on his stream, so he's always doing other things. But he will be on tonight, so he'll be on his paladin, I'll be on my bard. And that's that. And why does my flute or drum look like a flute? Will somebody please answer me this? It's a store-bought drum. It's nothing fancy, but it looks like a flute. No, I haven't. I'm looking at it now. Oops, hold on, hold on. Now I'm encumbered. Good God. It's pretty impressive. Where's my drum? I think I'm only using an 18 drum, yeah. Yeah, I really need to upgrade my drum. And that hideous, god-awful helmet, Jesus. The ugliest bard ever. Mine's only 18. I'm using straight up store-bought drum. It looks like a flute. Oh shit. I said, why the hell's a pair of boots encumbering me? I did see the 6,000 plat that he handed me. I'll be happy with drums of the gerbil. It's better than the store-bought ones. Miss more. See if anybody's selling them. Spam faster. That'd be a good ogre name. Oh, there you go. Does nobody sell drums? Does everybody play a bard? I think the bestest part about playing a bard is nobody ever asks you for buffs. Not that I wouldn't mind buffing people if I had a character that was capable of buffing people. You know, because I'm that kind of guy, I don't mind helping people. But a lot of times you need to get shit done. And it's kind of hard to do when you're constantly standing there buffing people. I feel sorry for the druids, I really do. That's why I don't like to ask for ports. Oh, cat. Sit down. So I can just imagine how yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's different. Once you're at that level, you have to expect that kind of thing. You have a responsibility to the community once you're at that level. You've played a bard, you've played it long enough to hit that level. And you did it for a reason, and that's the reason why you did it. So you could kite mobs in fear. Okay, I'm not seeing any drums come through. Yeah, I think I think that's what he's talking about. Nibers over in Twitch. Although now that I know about that whole dex thing as opposed to the charisma thing, it does make the lament armor much more understandable. But again, once you're high enough to get lament armor, you're too high to need lament armor. Okay, I'm not seeing anything here. I'm going to go turn the heat on because it's just a bit chilly in here. Oh, beast. I'm not sure if all the chat's going through. I think it is, but be right back. Still working on that first pot. Eyes are barely even open yet. Way overslept today. Way overslept. Alright, let's go get the rest of this level. I have a love-hate relationship with Levitate. I appreciate Levitate, but man, you can't jump. I like jumping. Dex. Yeah, my dex is 109. It's not horrible. Could be better. Gonna have to go over to Mistmore soon. Oh yeah, no, that doesn't exist on P99. If you stand still long enough, you'll be levitating. Go to EC Tunnel and just stand still. Before long, you'll be floating above the ground. Anyone have so? You still hear that a lot. That's why you make a bard. Completely self-sufficient. Oh man. Is it spring yet? Yeah, I'm probably not going to do much more on this one either. I want to learn how it works. Oh, there was a whole discussion earlier. Learning how a bard works. It's important I learn how a bard works. I'm going to commit heresy right now. I'm going to turn off levitate and sow. Please don't yell at me. Only if they're griefing players that are trying to level, and you don't really come across that too much on P99. Usually if you're trying to level in an area and somebody's in the zone kiting, they'll give your area a wide berth. Bunch of good folks. I mean, you're always going to have the occasional griefer, but not for the most part, no. Very non-toxic community. Until you start raiding. Then all the gloves are off. Yeah, where is he? Where's my exemption? I need my exemption. You won't be sorry you did. Guarantee you that. It's going to be a little grindy at first. You're going to get aggravated at first because your character is going to be low level and you're going to die because the game does not hold your hand. But then once you get beyond that point, once you get into your first good group, it's all over. It's all over. I did not want to play here. There's a whole video about it on the YouTube channel. Did not want to play on this server. Did not. I got suckered into playing on it. Request from a fellow streamer. And it's all I've been streaming for the last month and a half. Much to the chagrin of my Star Wars people. Another benefit to Shadows, you can see if the mob is still right behind you. Oops. Misclick. It's the happiest place on Earth. Don't let Disney tell you otherwise. Yep, still going. Till the beast wakes up. Oh, get off me. I thought that was a wolf. I didn't know that was a player. Didn't see the name. Please don't sue me. Oh, I didn't think I got XP for him. Roots. Andre Silverpaw, folks. Say hi. From Europa. Now, Troubadour, I have a question for you. Do you use your mouse when moving, or do you use your keyboard? What, when you're running around kiting or whatever, do you use your mouse or do you use your keyboard? I mean, do you use your keyboard exclusively or do you use your mouse and keyboard? Or do you just use your... Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean. Mouse, keyboard, or some combination. Okay. One of the things I was reading said it was trying to discourage you from using the mouse for whatever reason because of the number of whatsits that make it to the server from mouse clicks or whatever. I don't know. But I haven't noticed any issues whatsoever. Exclusively mouse once you get your swarm together. Oops. Why are there no violins? I guess you need two hands to play violin. Well, you need two hands to play most instruments. Why are there no violins? These are the burning questions that people want to know. Well, that I want to know. Alright, Smiles. Tell the dog we all said hi. No problems, anytime, anytime. And pianos. Yeah. Surprised that there aren't pianos. Somebody needs to make a parody version of Everquest, where the bards play pianos and accordions. We can make it a harpsichord, I guess. Always regretted never learning how to play piano. Hey Zen, what's going on? Hopefully today is going better for you than yesterday appeared to have been. Oh, you got your Pegasus cloak. That's right, Zen got his Pegasus cloak yesterday, folks. Oh, word gets around. You know these EQ players, a bunch of tongue waggers. Worse than the church auxiliary. No, I fell asleep for a few hours. You gossipers, my God. Um, Girlfriend's job, closely affiliated with the Salvation Army, and they have a local church here, and the Women's Auxiliary. Holy Jeebus, you want to know anything about anybody in town? Go talk to them. For those of you just tuning in, there's a bear chasing me. Practicing. Practicing kiting. Not that I'll ever use it, but I want to know how it works. Trust me, he's there. It's just off screen. You can't. There he is. There he is. It's a big bear. Not the biggest bear I've ever seen, but he's right up there. Oh, thanks, RX. Yes, it does. It is a wonderful place. All they need is roller coasters and it'd be perfect. Put Disney right out of business. What's this one nonsense? There we go. And thank you for that, by the way. See? Told you there was a bear. Alright, that's low enough. Burn them down the rest of the way by hand. I needed a coffee. I was sipping my coffee. Downside to playing a board, it takes both hands. Another reason why I like playing a warrior. You can play him with one hand. Until you get somebody in your stream telling you, oh, you're a keyboard turner. No, I'm not a keyboard turner. I'm drinking coffee. But yes, I have been known to turn with a keyboard. Yeah, yeah, it is. How's it going, Penub? Excuse me. No, the dervs I don't bother kiting, I just kill them quick. They don't hit as hard. Oh, it's different. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the follow, Yuda. Yuda nasty. You the nastiest one I ever met. Sorry. I had to do it. I'll never do that again, I promise. Doffy plays better with one hand than I do with two. Oh, attacking. Here's a little trick for you, folks. When you're fighting a bad guy, try attacking it. I'm just using this crappy old 5-button mouse. With a cord, even. I got one of those game pads. You know those game pads. Razer makes them. I can't figure out how to set it up. Is that? Hark! Lo and behold! That would be a troubadour. No, there isn't. You can only rotate your character. Camera only goes up and down in this game. At least in first person, third person mode. Say hi to Den, everybody. Wait for the camera. I know you can hear me. Lazy Lion's Den, folks. There we go. Alright. No. What are you wearing, Den? It's a combination of sets. Doobie doobie doo. That's how a bard should look, by the way. Not like mine. Mine looks like bad mustard. Mythic Kodai? Fashion Quest, yeah. Embrood, Plate Mail Gauntlets, Mystic Kodadal, Mithril Helm. That kind of thing. Yeah, if he was actually doing something, he wouldn't be wearing that. That's just what he wears when he's trying to pick up chicks. Title select me, which is normally Shift T. I don't have any titles. Oh. Did not know that. Ah, there you go. How about that? We learned a trick. Good lord, how close do you have to be? He thought he was getting away. Aha, I got that sumbitch rooted. I'm running. I'll never sell my crap. Vendor, vendor, vendor. Isn't there a turn-in quest for Dervish Cutthroat Rings? And isn't it this guy over here by the thing that the XR's killing? Let's find out, shall we? Guard Valen. Let's try it out. I have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. What the hell? Bastard took my rings. Nope. Free up some bag slots. Oh, you have to be indifferent. That would explain it. Ooh, it doesn't sound fun at all. It's guard Valen, but you have to be indifferent to him. There might be another one South Row, I don't know. The best part about playing a bard is the ability to cast your songs while moving. I can see where playing a caster and then switching over to a bard would screw you up in that aspect. You're so used to standing still when you cast a spell as a caster. But if you switch over to a bard from a caster, the temptation would be to play your song while standing still. Man of the keks. The keks. We're doing it for the keks. Thanks for the follow, Lana. Appreciate that. Oh, now I did it. Probably, yeah. Yeah, you'll probably never see me play an actual outright caster. Come on, damn. Ah, Troubadour grabbed my... Yeah, no. No. No, Nibers. That will never exist in this or any other universe. I've tried repeatedly. I've tried Enchanter, I've tried Mage, I've tried Wizard. It's the medding. It's the medding. The closest I can get to playing a caster is a Necro. And that's not really the same thing now, is it? Can you imagine somebody going into a bard going into the 100-acre woods and kiting poo around? Sorry, it was just a morbid thought. %. Let's go get our last 1%. Oh, somebody got the derbs. Somebody got the derbs. No, we'll just go grab the bear. DDC, thank you for the follow. There's going to be a Shia screaming at us in a moment, but... Good, good. Every day, noon and 11. Except weekends. Weekends I only do the 11 o'clock at night stream. But Monday through Friday, noon and 11. And there's Shia. He likes to thank people too. Poor guy's had a tough go of it in the last couple of years. Ah, kitty. Now tonight, we'll be back on the Bard again, because 100 Years Boar is going to be on. And his Paladin is like level 15, I believe. So, trying to keep it within the same level range. I just need something that I can get XP from. Anything. Not you. I need something real. I'm freezing. Freezing. Ready for spring. Who else? Who's with me? Who else is ready for spring? Soleil. Toffee's back in Soleil again. Oh, that dungeon. That dungeon has been the bane of my existence. I have a love-hate relationship with Soleil. Shadow Knight's my primary character. DDC. Was a warrior, but for our type of play, I found that Shadow Knight would be much more efficient, effective. The Bard's a goof around character. I have a monk that I goof around on sometimes, Ranger. I tend to play those more during the day. But at night when we're, shut up. Damn Australians. Always taking the best weather for themselves and giving us the cold. Yeah, that too. I didn't primarily do it for the solo play though. There is a group, believe it or not. We have a shaman. We have a cleric. Doffy's our shaman, who we were talking about earlier. Then we have a cleric, a thorn, who does all the videos for the YouTube channel. Who does the edited videos for the YouTube channel? Not all of them, but all the good ones. And then we have Bama Swag, who has a personality disorder. He never knows what he is from one week to the next. But he's been playing his Bard a lot lately. Ding! There it is. Level 18. Now I have to figure out how to swarm kite. Druid Dog was hanging out with us for a while, and then he out-leveled everybody. Grossly out-leveled everybody on his Druid, because he's able to... Thanks, Nibers. He's able to quad kite. Nibers doesn't play with us. He doesn't like dying that much. We do die. We die a lot. My Shadow Knight would probably be level 60 right now if you added in all the lost XP from dying. Oh. Sorry, somebody watching and talking to me in game. Oh. Rattle Squirrel. Thanks for the sub, Rattle Squirrel. Guessing that was on YouTube. Oh yeah, and you have to do it by hand. You kid, there's no. The UI has the load and save feature in it, but it doesn't function. So you have to do it all by hand. You want to see some crazy spell swapping? Watch one of Nibers' streams when they're doing something big, and you see him just plop down the ground, swap, 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 swap. So it's page, pop, 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 pop. It's crazy. Again, another reason why I don't play a caster. But you have to do it all on the fly because you only have the 8 slots. I couldn't keep up with what he was doing, changing all the songs in and out, but you know, play it long enough and you just know. Okay, let me reset all my... Yeah, it is, but small price to pay for all the fun you're going to have. So what I do here is I got all my songs set up for a macro. It's just a very basic macro: stop song, cast 1, stop song, cast 2, stop song, cast 3. This Legionnaire is going to aggro on me. 1 second. Get out of his way. Live and let live, I always say. Unless I need the XP. But yeah, got these macros set up, and then they're all set for a hotkey 1 through 8. And then if I need to, I always try to keep my active. This is just how I do it. I don't know how other people do it. But if I need to keep my, I always try to keep my active keys 1 through 4, 1 through 4, 1 through 4. The only one I never change is cellos. That's always 5. But like if I have, if I need an AOE song, I'll swap the AOE song up here for something else that I don't need, and then it always stays 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I'll swap the buttons around down here, but then you have to remember to reset them all the time, or you get murdered by merchants when you try to buy something while playing a song. So like, let's say I needed if I'm soloing, I need my self buff for whatever reason. Number 6 here, I'd take my number 6 and put it up here on 2 to replace Anthem to Arms. Since it's just me, it's a better self buff than the group buff is. And then my AOE song, I would take that up. I don't even have it on my bar right now. Let's get rid of Guardian Rhythms. But it's very important to always keep your direct damage songs up in 7 and 8, because you're much less likely to hit those. Now from kiting, I don't really need to worry about lulling anything, because I'm just going to kill everything. So there. And then I would take 7 button, put it in the 3 spot. So there, I got my 2 3 4. That's the combat buff. Not that this is just an example. It's not actually how I would do it. Then my AOE song, and then that. The Hymn of Restoration. For whatever reason. Or I could just switch a finger over and go to 5. That way I don't have to do 3 songs. Just how I do it. I am doing wonderful, Octo. How are you doing? I'm always doing wonderful. But that way my fingers aren't having to fly all over the keyboard and try to find the keys. I can always just keep them on 1 through 4. With, 5 being an option, because it's right there. Not saying, just saying. I'm learning tricks. Look at that. This is all I'm going to do for the rest of the stream, so take your Dramamine. Ooh, that adds a whole nother element to it. I think I just learned something important. Still gotta, you know, work on the timing. Oops, hit a tree. Well, that's pretty freaking neat. Yeah, yeah. Well, turn running, and then, yeah. Then applying the right mouse button to straighten it out. You know, that allows me to get my direction, then when I release, I go back to turning. Neat. Magic. I don't know if I'm authorized to divulge. It's you know, you enter while you're running, you enter chat, or you hit the enter key and you continue running. Same basic thing, just while turning. I don't like to give Troubadour's tricks away. I mean, I know it's not Troubadour's tricks, but yeah. Oh, it only works when you're in first-person mode. Wait, does it? Yeah, it only works in first-person mode. Hey, it's werewolf. wouldn't let me do it outside of first person mode. Not first person, but third person. Neat. Bard tricks, ladies and gentlemen. Bard tricks. That song lasts for a while, doesn't it? I thought it was just a one-tick deal. That was my question, how to make sure your dot sticks on them. I don't know. I'm sorry, I know I'm not talking very much. I'm just Troubadour's showing me some tricks. Bard tricks. Sneaky bard tricks. Damage every 6 seconds. Yes, yes, Octo. Sorry about that, though. Yeah, yeah, that's generally how it works. Um, yeah, you're going to do most of your turning with the mouse, but you got to set yourself in auto run while turning for the hurting part. Oh, okay, you get it. So you get your auto run locked on. Yes, yes. Well, that's, you see, that's the auto run right there. And then you use your right mouse button to do your turning. Well, you know how you normally auto run? To normally auto run, you hit you run forward and you hit the enter key to get into auto run. Well, this is run in a circle. Hit the enter key and you stay in the circle. With forward and right, forward, left, whichever you prefer. And then you use your right mouse button, hold it down. That allows you to steer. And then as soon as you let go of the mouse, you start spinning again. So you can use that to yeah. Takes a little getting used to. I'm still getting used to it myself. King Bread Man. Wait. Where'd you go? Yeah, you're doing octagons, not circles. That's the thing. You're not trying to do a circle. You're trying to do, and then you're releasing and pressing the right mouse button is what creates your corners. And then you keep all your mobs inside that octagon. In the octagon, you know. Like MMA. And sorry. Now this is Troubadour's lessons. There may be other ways to do it. I've seen Troubadour do things. Troubadour's very good at playing a bard. Very good at playing a bard. Watched Nibris's Fear stream yesterday. You'll see. So, yeah. And that leaves your left hand free for doing your songs, whatever you need to do. And then if you need to get away, you just hold down the right mouse button and strafe in a straight line. And, you know, strafing in the hitbox keeps you out of melee range. Yeah, and Troubadour's saying this isn't the be-all, end-all method. This is just how Troubadour does it. There are other methods. I like this one, personally. So you just set up your auto run. Make sure you double tap enter. Then you just release and click to make your corners. And you keep all your mobs right down here where the corner of my chat box is. Takes some getting, you know, some practice, of course, but a bard does take practice. And then if you need to get away, you just hold down the button and you're running in a strafe, which is faster than a normal run, as we all know. And then if you need to stop, you just click the forward key and pick up some roots. It's going to get me killed one of these days, the auto forge. A Hamsa? I like this method because it leaves your hand. That was always my concern. How the hell am I going to hurt all these things up while I got, you know, one hand moving and the other hand doing this and still having enough fingers left over to play my songs. Well, this way my whole left hand is free for songs, and I just do all my running with the mouse button. I like that. Neat. Oops. Got stuck in auto run. Alright, DDC. Yeah, I'll be on again tonight at 11 playing the Bard. Probably back on tomorrow playing the Bard at noon, and then tomorrow night's probably going to be back on the Shadow Knight, though. Oh. No. I have one, don't I? There. Eh. It's all information. It's all information. It all gets filed away. It could all come in handy some point. Should be able to, Dusty. Sit on stick. Okay, I'm going to use the facilities real quick. I gotta go pee. I'm going to sit up here and practice my song. Hopefully nothing comes up this far, up the zone wall. And I will return momentarily. Then you throw in either J boots or cellos or whatever it is you're comfortable. That's what I just learned. Then you throw in your run song, or run ability, or run whatever. What? And I hate to do this to you folks, I really do, but I got a phone call coming in a little bit that I gotta take, and yeah, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up, but I will be back on the Bard tonight. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and see you tonight at 11. Have a good day, folks.